Greetings, New Zealand naturopath Eric Bakker, author of Candida Crusher, formulator of Canzila range of products. I have a YouTube question here from a subscriber who just wishes to be called Tanya. And Tanya is asking the question, Eric, I'm getting crazy gases and bloating after consuming meat. Would it be a yeast infection? Tanya, if you straight up know that you're getting a problem with a particular kind of food or food group, the first thing you would start doing is probably back right off that food group and maybe even change that food group entirely. So with your meat, my question to you would be, well, what kind of meat are you consuming? How much are you consuming? Are you chewing it properly? Are you eating it for breakfast, lunch or dinner? Are you eating it with other kinds of foods? Have you recently increased the amount of meat you're eating? Have you changed the way that you cook the meat? Have you taken a course of antibiotics prior to taking the meat? Have you been on any medication from your doctor? So they're questions for you, lots of questions. And generally with a consultation, all of those questions are answered, and then I can get some sort of an idea or direction on where the primary problem is. For starters, crazy gases and bloating, very important thing to know is how long after consumption of meat do these crazy gases and bloating occur. If they occur immediately after eating meat, we can probably work out two things. One of them is it's probably got more to do with your stomach or upper digestion. The second interesting thing that a lot of people aren't aware, when you eat a food and you get crazy bloating or digestive discomfort right away, it can also mean your bowels aren't functioning properly. And I've worked out with a lot of patients that when they chew food and swallow it and get pain, it can also be the bowel playing up, because you will get a stimulation between the chewing and swallowing and bowel function. The bowel will tend to move and try and move its contents, or what we call peristalsis, or that will be activated with chewing and swallowing automatically. That reflex activation occurs. So if you're a person who's blocked up or constipated or not going very regularly to the toilet, you can get a lot of pain and bloating in the upper part of the stomach if the lower part's not functioning properly. Does that make sense? So this is something many people don't talk about. Generally healthy people will eat a meal and not long after have a bowel motion. If you look at animals usually want to relieve themselves very quick after eating, and so do babies and young children. Adults tend to lose that reflex, but I've certainly noticed this connection. If you've got some degree of irritable bowel constipation, that can cause bloating and gas. So bloating. Now let's have a look at bloating. If you're getting bloating down here, it usually means fermentation in most cases. And so we call it dysbiosis. So dysbiosis is a problem with how the body really is handling food. Fermentation will mean the production of air and gas. And that can occur with bad bacteria, lack of beneficial bacteria, or different kinds of fungi that can live inside the body. So it's amazing how many species of yeast I find with stool testing, incredibly different array of yeast that can affect a person. But generally the Candida species are the ones I find linked with the bloating. We've got other kinds called Geotrichium, Trichophytum. These tend to be a different kind of a yeast with more filaments in them, and they will create a different kind of sensation rather than the bloating. I also find those more people with the skin kinds of infections or jock itch, more so than I would with the bloating. So Candida albicans or Candida glabrata, Candida parallopsilosis, Candida tropicalis, there's different Candida species that can cause the bloating. Bloating often goes with gas. So if you've got lots of flatulence, and bloating together, we certainly know you've got a lot of fermentation dysbiosis. In that case, it can often occur with a change of diet. So if you're starting to change your diet too rapidly, or you've consumed alcohol or a large carbohydrate meal a day before or 2 days prior, you're going to get bloating or gas. And sometimes even not chewing food properly can give you bloating or gas by allowing the body to struggle with how it breaks that kind of food down. So chewing is extremely important to prevent bloating and gas from occurring in the body. Should you drink water with meals? Yes or no? I mean, that's up to you. The jury's out on that one. Some people say never drink with meals. Others say drink with meals. Personally, I don't drink any water with meals, but I drink after a meal. I tend to drink a lot of water in the morning when I get up. I find that a good time to to drink, and I often just drink during the day, especially if I work outside or come inside and have 2 glasses of water routinely. So it's up to you, and you soon work out if the drinking relieves the bloating or not. Carbohydrate meals, large amounts consumed, especially under a stressful kind of a situation, can often cause bloating. Parasites can also cause bloating. So with the meat, one trick you could try, as I mentioned, reduce the amount you eat, try a different meat, and the other one you can do is try an enzyme, because digestive enzymes really help to break down the meat properly. Check out my product called Kenzeda Restore. It's got 6 different kinds of enzymes in there. Sorry, 7 kinds of enzymes in there and 6 kinds of probiotics. So that's going to help bust the meat down more effectively, and the probiotic will allow you to recolonize the gut more effectively. So that product should help you too. So try fish, try chicken, move away maybe from beef or lamb or pork. I'm not a big fan of pork or lamb, pork or ham. I find those meats a bit hard to digest. I find lamb, good quality organic lamb, to be a good meat. I would tend to buy the pieces like the leg and then bone them out rather than the chops with all the fat in them. I just prefer more to eat the muscle meat when it comes to the lamb. Otherwise, try fish. Fish generally doesn't cause any kind of bloating when you eat it, unless you're eating a high-fat fish like salmon and you're eating too much and maybe you've got a bit of liver congestion. So play around, see how you go. And the other one you can do is try eggs. Eggs may not cause any bloating at all. They don't usually do that. If the gut's not leaky, you shouldn't have a problem with egg consumption at all. It's a great protein to eat. So I hope that answers your questions there, and that you get some benefit from that. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for your question.